The next point in your syllabus, that is the translocation of solute. So this is the last point in your unit second, which is physiology. So what is the translocation of solute? That means the movement of organic as well as inorganic solutes from one part of the plant to the other part, that considered as a translocation of solute. That means some uh, minerals or ions that will be absorbed by the roots, or they will be transported in all part of the plant. That means in the leaves, stem, if flower, pod, or the fruits. So there is a picture you can see in pink color. There will be the translocation or the translocations of the solute that will be from soil to the other parts of the part of plant of the parts will be taken. Then that sometimes the leaves that will be produces the energy, and that will be transported into the leaves to the roots. So it can be here mentioned in the black line. So from how this material that will be transported, that is organic as well as inorganic material, that will be moved from top to the bottom or bottom to the top, that will called as translocations of the soul. So this transport pathway, there are main three pathways. First one is the path of downward translocation. Downward translocation, that means from leaves to the roots, how the transportations will be takes place, that is downward translocation. Then next pathway from upward translocation or path of upward translocation. Upward, that means from bottom to the top. So from roots to the other plant parts, that is stem, leaves, fruits, flowers, etc. Then third pathway, that is the radial translocation. So radial translocation, that means in the stem, the from center part of the stem, some organic as well as inorganic material that will be translocated or moved towards the outer layer, that is epidermis or bark is there. So how this movement will be takes place, we can see in the radial translocation. So here from the movement of this organic and inorganic solutes, there are main three pathways. First one, downward translocation. Then second one is the upward translocation, and third one is the radial translocation. Then let's discuss about the path of downward translocation. So here that solutes that will be manufactured by leaves, and they will be translocated downwards to stem and roots. So here for consumption as well as for the storing, these downward translocation will be takes place, and these translocations mostly takes place through the phloem cells. So here, as you know, if you can consider the potato plant. So in potato plant, जो भी storing material है, this storing material that will be stored in the roots, that means in potato. So here these all material that means organic or inorganic solutes that will be translocated from leaves to the That means in tubers of that plant. So here the storage will be takes place at the potato tubers, and the manufactures of the solutes that will be takes place by the leaves. As you know, in photosynthesis that will be takes place in the leaves part. So they will be storing the they can be prepared the energy, they prepare the food material, and that will be translocated towards the other part, that means in the stem and the roots of the plant. So here these all transportations that will be takes place through the phloem cell. So here the transportation or translocations of the sucrose molecules that will be takes place from downward translocation. You can see the phloem cells. So here in there is the arrow from top to the bottom. So here the transportations of the sucrose will takes place from top to the bottom, that means from leaves to the roots. So here in some evidences that will be shows the downward translocation in plants. In that first one, that means eliminations of other tissue. So as you know, in stem at the center there is the ground tissue. So these ground tissues they contain the poor or they carry the poor organic foods and serves to store solids. So these have small length, so they can't do the translocation. So in the central part of this stem, they contain the ground tissue, or in you can see in the vascular bundles at the center there is the ground tissue. So this ground tissue they cannot translocate the solute because they are very small length. Then the pith and cortex region. So the pith, that means the central part of the vascular bundle, and ground tissue, that means the surrounding जो parallel type cells रहते हैं वो रहते हैं ground tissue, और vascular bundle की जो center में रहता है वो रहता है pith region. So pith region and cortex region, that is the outer layer जो रहती है वेस्कुलर बंडल की जो साइड में जो लेयर रहती है वो कॉर्टेक्स रहता है. सो हियर these teeth as well as cortex region they are dead cells, so they cannot translocate the solute materials. Then xylem, so xylem they can transport the sap, so that means they can transport the water only, so they cannot translocate the food material, that is solute. So solute, that means food material, and sap, that means water. So xylem they can only transport the water, and phloem they can transport the solute. So here only the phloem they can translocate the solute material, that is food material, and the transport of the water that will be takes place through the xylem from upward translocation. तो यहाँ पे जो एरो है आपको ट्रांसक्रिप्शंस ऑफ वाटर का जो बॉटम से टॉप तक आपको दिखेगा, that will be translocated through the xylem cells. So more about the translocations of these solutes, how these translocation of solutes that is takes place for confirming that one experiment that will be performing, that is ringing experiment or girdling experiment. So in that experiment, if the ring of bark including the phloem is removed from the stem of the plant, then downward translocations of the solute that will be stopped. If we remove the phloem part of this plant, and we can make the ring on that portion, there will be translocations will be stopped. transport of the solutes does not take place. So, through this experiment, it is concluded that the transport of the solutes that will be only takes place with the help of phloem cells. Then blocking of phloem, that means if the translocation of solutes that will be stopped when sieve pores are plugged due to the deposition of chemical compound that is calor. If we can block this phloem region, eh, यदि हम phloem cells, यदि स्टेम में से जो भी phloem cells है, phloem cells यदि हम ब्लॉक करते हैं तो वहाँ पे जो कैलोज सेल्स है, कैलोज सेल्स वहाँ पे जो भी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन वहाँ जो कैलोज का डिपोजिशन हो जाता है और जो ट्रांसलोकेशन है दैट विल बी स्टॉप. देन if we chemically analyze the phloem sap, we can find that the cells of the phloem contain the large quantity of organic solutes in soluble forms. If we study only the phloem cells, chemically in that phloem cells, the large number of the organic solutes that will be found. So we can confirm that the solutes that will be translocated with the help of phloem. Then, in isotopic studies, with the help of label 30 CO2 is used for the photosynthesis, incorporates in label carbohydrates. Such a label carbohydrates is found in phloem flowing downward. So, for confirmations of the translocation of the solute through phloem, there is another one experiment that is isotopic study. उसमें क्या करते हैं कि जो लेबल्ड एक कंपाउंड है वो कंपाउंड थ्रू लीव्स को प्लांट्स के अंदर इंसर्ट किया जाता है. तो वहां पे आफ्टर फोटोसिंथेसिस वो जो कंपाउंड है दैट विल कंपाउंड दैट विल बी ट्रांसलोकेटेड इन द only phloem cells. So with this experiment, they also concluded that these food material, that means the solute, they will be translocated only in by the phloem. So with these different evidences, it is clear that the translocation of the solutes that's from downward direction that will be takes place only with the help of phloem cells. Then next pathway for translocations of the solutes, that is upward translocation. So upward translocation, this upward translocation that will be found in germinating seeds, that solutes they will be moved from seed to the growing region of seedling, that is upward translocation. तो नॉर्मली हमने अभी देखा जो डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन है, डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन जो लिविंग प्लांट्स में हमें दिखाई देता है. तो जो जर्मिनेटिंग सीड्स है, जर्मिनेटिंग यदि हम सीड्स लेंगे तो सीड्स में जो भी फूड मटेरियल है वो सीड्स के अंदर रिजर्व रहता है. तो जब भी सीड जर्मिनेशन होता है तब क्या होता है, जो भी रिजर्व मटेरियल है उससे प्लीम्यूल और रेडिकल फॉर्म होते हैं, दैट इज शूट अपेक्स और रूट अपेक्स वहाँ पे फॉर्म हो जाते हैं. तो जो भी स्टोरिंग मटेरियल, जो भी फूड मटेरियल सीड्स के अंदर है वो जो जर्मिनेटिंग पॉइंट है, जर्मिनेटिंग पॉइंट के उधर वहाँ पे आ जाता है. तो वहाँ पे क्या होगा, अपवर्ड ट्रांसलोकेशन. सीड्स के अंदर जो भी मटेरियल था वो थ्रू जो जर्मिनेटिंग, जो हमें जर्मिनेटिंग पॉइंट रहता है वहाँ पे वो मटेरियल ट्रांसलोकेट हो जाता है. इट मीन्स वहाँ पे बॉटम टू द टॉप वहाँ पे जो भी मटेरियल है वो ट्रांसपोर्ट हो जाता है, दैट इज अपवर्ड ट्रांसलोकेशन. देन थर्ड वन इज द radial translocation. So radial translocation, that means the Translocations of the organic solutes from pith to the cortex, that will be takes place through the radial translocation. So यहाँ पे यदि स्टेम का वहाँ पे आप पिक्चर देख रहे हो, तो स्टेम यदि हम कंसीडर करेंगे तो स्टेम का जो सेंट्रल रीजन रहता है वो रहता है पीठ। तो यहाँ पे पीठ में जो भी वहाँ पे सोलूट मटेरियल रहेगा, ऑर्गेनिक सोलूट्स रहेंगे, that will be translocated pith to the cortex region, that is the outer region. So for pith to the outer region, that is cortex, the translocate the movement of the solute, that will be takes place with the help of medullary rays. जो medullary rays रहते हैं उसके थ्रू यहाँ पे radial translocation हो जाता है. So all of you clear that three pathways of translocation? Yes, all of you clear this point?
मैम
पहला हमने देखा कि जो डाउनवर्ड ट्रांसलोकेशन है, डाउनवर्ड ट्रांसलोकेशन कैसे होता है, ल्यूज में जो भी सोल्यूट्स है वो जो स्टेम में और रूट में ट्रांसफर हो जाते हैं थ्रू द फ्लोएम. देन जो सेकंड वन है वो है अपवर्ड ट्रांसलोकेशन. अपवर्ड ट्रांसलोकेशन कहाँ पे होता है, तो जो जर्मिनेटिंग सीड्स रहते हैं उस सीड्स से जो भी सीडलिंग्स वहाँ पे डेवलप होते हैं और जो प्यूब्यूल और रेडिकल है यहाँ पे डेवलप होते हैं, तब वहाँ अपवर्ड ट्रांसलोकेशन होता है. और रेडियल ट्रांसलोकेशन जो पीथ रीजन है, पीथ टू कॉर्टेक्स, जो भी ऑर्गेनिक सोल्यूट्स है, these organic solutes that will be moved from pith to the cortex region, at that time the radial translocations will be takes place. Then next is about the anatomy of the sieve tubes. So how these in phloem cells, actually the movement of organic and inorganic solutes that will be takes place, we can study in detail. So one thing is clear, the translocations of the phloem that will be takes place through the phloem cells. Phloem cells से ही जो भी सोल्यूट और फूड मटेरियल है उनका ट्रांसलोकेशन होती है. हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे कि एग्जैक्टली हाउ दिस मूवमेंट ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक और इनऑर्गेनिक सोल्यूट्स दैट विल बी टेक्स प्लेस फ्रॉम वन पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट टू द अनदर part of the plant. So generally the phloem cells that will be responsible for the transport of the solute. So you can study the phloem or the part of this phloem. So phloem that will be made up by the which part that will be included under the phloem cell. So first one is the sieve tubes, sieve plates, phloem parenchyma and companion cell. In last year you have studied the detailed part of these different parts of the phloem and xylem. So this is the picture of the phloem cell. In that you have seen the elongated tubes are there. At some intervals they are having the sieve plate, or in that sieve plate there is the sieve pores are there. Through that sieve pores the translocate of the solutes will be take place. At the one sides of these sieve tubes, there is the companion cells, and other sides there is the phloem parenchyma cells are there. So, with the help of this unit of phloem cell, the translocations of the organic as well as inorganic solutes that will be takes place. So, here the structures of the sieve tubes. In these sieve tubes, the sieve tubes are the elongated cells, and these are arranged longitudinally end to end, just like pipe. And these sieve tubes having some plates are there at some intervals, and they are at the forms at the crossroads. So here you can see the structure of sieve tube. At some intervals there is the sieve plates are there. Then next is about the sieve plates. So here these sieve plates you have already you have know about the sieve plates and its structure. So these plates bearing the pores, and each pore has a single strands of the cytoplasm extending through it, and they are connecting protoplast of the adjoining sieve tubes. This helps in the movement of solute. So in that plate there is the pores, and these pores that will be attached to that tube. So this protoplast of that protoplast in the tubes as well as the plate, they are helping for the movements of the soul. So each tube has a central large vacuole and having whose own sap, they will be rich in protein, and they are having the thin membrane called as chloroplast. So these tubes contains the vacuole. As you know, the structure of vacuole, there is the vacuole which is uh, single membrane structure. There is a single membrane which is called as chronoplast. And with this vacuole, the protoplasm or the material which are contained in the sieve tubes that will be moved to that will be translocated from one tube to the another tube with the help of these pores. So these vacuoles, these structures of the vacuoles, they are having the protoplasm, they have one nucleus, mitochondria, and all cell organelles. So after the maturations of these two tubes, the nucleus that will be degenerated, and the actually the activities of these sieve tubes that will be takes place. So here some scientists they have opinion that the actively continuous of the cytoplasm in that cells that will be present or cytoplasm or the protoplasm. So due to this protoplasm or cytoplasmic material that will present in the sieve tubes, these movements of the solutes that will be takes place. So here in older sieve tubes, temporary or permanent plug uh, are make these plugs that will be also called as callos, and they will be deposited on the sieve pores. So if these callos will be plugged, or they will be callos, that means the permanent plugs. So in older sieve tubes, they will be permanently plugged out and plugging, and the new pores this will be prepared. So with the help of these pores, the transport of the solutes that will be taken. So, due to this temporary or permanently cessation, that means the permanent plugging with the help of callus, the the functional activities of the sieve tubes will be take place. So here these nucleus, the entonoplast, or these all cell organelles which are present in the sieve tubes that will be disintegrate or disappear here. So the scientist Isao that will be believes that in case of the mature pseudo, the cytoplasm and vacuoles becomes one system called as mycotoplasm. So here the in the structures of the stew fluids, the some scientists they are having the different opinions on regarding the translocations of the solutes from sieve tubes to the sieve pores through or through one tube to the another tube with the help of pores they are which are present on the sieve plate. So with the help of vacuoles, actually the movements of the solute particles will be take place. In older case, there will be permanently the plugs will be made with the help of callus. The chemically deposition that will be takes place at on the pore, so the movement of the solutes that will be stopped here, and the pores that will be blocked. So here the actually the mechanism of sieve tubes translocations or solute translocation or phloem conduction. So for more explaining about that theory, the different for more explaining that concept of translocations of the organic as well as inorganic solutes through the sieve tubes, different theories that will be proposed. Some theories that will be explaining about the short distance translocations and other theories that are explaining the long distance translocation. So how these exactly translocations will be takes place, we have studied in next lecture. So now I can stop here. For today, we have only discussing about the pathway of translocation, that is downward translocation, upward translocation, as well as the radial translocation. And these translocations of solutes that's only takes place with the help of flame. So now I can stop here, stop the sharing.